From Jamaica to Africa to North America.
Promoting the roots of our culture through reggae music.
Celebrating 20 years of excellent performance.
Collaborating with Jamaica's popular artists.
This is Nexus PAC.
Mr. Dawes, could you tell me a little about yourself?
I am an artist, both in terms of music. I work a lot with choral music, and as you heard before, artistic director and founder of the Nexus Performing Arts Company of Jamaica.
Nexus was established in 2001. It started off with students from St. Catherine High School. They loved performing, thus gave birth to Nexus. Throughout the 20 years of existence, Nexus has never advertised. So, I asked Mr. Dawes, how does he decide where to perform? Does he contact the promoter, or do they contact him? Here's what Mr. Dawes has to say.
Nexus is celebrating 20 years this year, and I've said to several persons, we have never advertised, never, from day one. It's always been testimonial effect. It's always been someone who saw us somewhere and said, I need you for this or I need you for that. And I give God thanks for that. We hardly ever say no, because someone once said to me, you know what I love about your company? That even if it's a little basic school or a little church, or if it's a grand corporate affair or a national event, you all give the same 100%.
When interviewing Mr. Dawes, he mentioned Austria and the requirements in which you have to pursue as an international person. So the certain regulations, visas, all of the requirements that even the mayor himself had. Speaking on that, they did a specific performance, and after their performance, the mayor himself approached the Nexus group, stating that he wanted them to do a personal performance during a competition that they were preparing, training, everything for. Unknown to us, there is a competition, a choir competition named the Choir Olympics, and to know that we as a small island can compete in such a broad scale competition and be successful with numerous medals goes to show what the talent of our small island consists of.
In 2008, we represented Jamaica again at the Choir Olympics, which, and I don't know if you know that there is such a thing, but we did the 5th Choir Olympics in Austria. We were very popular. We should have performed on only 2 concerts. We ended up being on 12 concerts and turning down concerts. One, and we had to do a workshop as well. And oh, by the way, we won a gold, a silver, and 2 bronze medals at the Choir Olympics.
In speaking to Mr. Dawes, we found out that although Nexus was originally formed as a non-profit organization, they have slowly begun to commercialize, although they have not fully immersed themselves in it as yet. They receive funding from various organizations such as the Chase Fund and the Ministry of Culture.
So Mr. Dawes went into details about execution, operation, showtime, and staffing in preparation for performances both locally and internationally. Preparation is the first step towards execution. And just like a sport, when training, the members of the Nexus Performing Arts Company had to go through rigorous rehearsal in order to prepare themselves for a show. So staffing is important for Nexus to execute a show. Without members, there isn't a Nexus. And without Nexus, where is the show?
Mr. Dawes expressed that the Jamaican government has not been nurturing reggae music as relates to the performing arts as well as they could be. He also said it makes it harder for him to bring across the message of reggae music to the youth, both locally and internationally.
And in closing, the Nexus Performing Arts Company of Jamaica has built a household name for themselves both locally and internationally. We would like to thank Mr. Hugh Dawes the creative director for the Nexus Performing Arts Company, for his time in this interview. I'd also like to thank the cameraman, Mr. Omar Mitchell from the Active Movement Production. This was our presentation from Group 4. I am Chris. Walk good.